Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It's week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
16 yards.
He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that
Absolutely.
he gets targeted, but the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
The 3rd down pass.
And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw. On 4th down, the Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hoffrichter, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Doctor. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
4 yards. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 14. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. He'll try and throw for it here. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Second and 9 now. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 11 yards, but still not enough. Fourth down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long. Kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a fourth down.
That's the score. Falcons 10.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
Credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily...
He's got a man, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
If you did know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. 22-yard line. Todd Gurley heading back out along with the rest of the Atlanta offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
It's a gain of 7.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the Raiders have got him.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He's going to take another shot here. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
Back at the 47-yard line.
(10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Raiders 7.
2nd and 13. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how that's caught inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Las Vegas.
A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
10. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at Julio Jones now. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times it's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a 2nd and 7. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
4 yards. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
3 yards to go. It's
caught. Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Dontrell Inman, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's 2nd down and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. A man on a crossing route. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First down, Las Vegas.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there as the first half is winding down, and the Raiders add on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And his kick is right through. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Daniel Carlson.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And that's going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half of the time. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there.
49-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Now a draw play for Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him.
The quarterback sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And he's going to go down again.
Taken down and sacked.
I don't care if you're taking it in round one, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete.
The first down pass.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Gain of 26.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down.
Remember on their last drive, they had that pass play for a touchdown, and here they come out firing again. This play's not quite as good in the...
There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Daniel Carlson to kick.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
At the 31. That's a gain.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They're going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Forced to the ground.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
The Raider ball carrier.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Brought down at the 37-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 31.
At the 31.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Ball carrier. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Raiders 35, Falcons 13.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
To Todd Gurley.
The Falcons on third down. A very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead. The partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The tackle made.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll set up a throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So a tough road here on second and very long. And this one to Treadwell, complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. On first down, it's Jacobs. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.